Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Aries. This is your General Tarot and Oracle card finance and career reading for January 2022. Please know that these cards will be read as a collective for finance and career, not for other subjects or other topics like romance and relationships and things like that. So keep that in mind, that I am doing an intuitive and card reading for this. Spirit's bringing me the messages. Okay, so starting off with your all over energy card, you do have the color red here, and this is a card of forgiveness. So there could be something coming up at work, at your place of employment, or with somebody on an emotional level that could be connected with your job, your career, and your finances, where there could be something that was taken out of context, or something was said or done that was disappointing. And you may be receiving an apology, or you may be initiating one to someone to make the peace at work, to keep things moving smoothly. So just be mindful of how you approach situations. Don't allow yourself to react in the heat of the moment and then later regret. But I do think that you're going to see an all over energy of well-being and harmony within your workplace. I think things are going to just calm down quite a bit. I think you've been working under a lot of stress, a lot of you Aries, and I think that you're going to find that calmness and peace are going to be restored. And if you've been carrying any sort of anxious thoughts within your mind and within your soul about your work, this leaving you held down and held back, I think once you accept and you communicate and share dialogue and articulately communicate with someone with a situation that could be troubling you, that maybe you're not sure of, clear the air, okay, make amends. Don't let these emotions get carried away where they fester and they grow. So I think it's important that you get together with the powers that be at your place of work, in your career this week, and discuss them with someone who you need to clear the air with. Now, coming in with your first card here, this is your current financial situation, and this looks very, very good on my beautiful Aries. So I think you're going to see harmony being restored, and maybe it has to do with being in that place of peace, being happy again, resolving situations and clearing the air. And that's going to restore harmony at your place of work. You're going to feel better. You're going to be able to work better. You're not going to be carrying that animosity. So whatever, or that anxiousness, that stress, that worry, whatever has been troubling you on a root level, I think Aries, you're going to be clearing that away so that you can concentrate on your life in general, keeping your harmony and your home life and your soul pod content here and happy within yourself. I think you're going to see, things are going to improve. This is full circle. And I think there's going to be security here financially for you. When the Ten of Pentacles shows up, it's the completion of something. It's full circle. You've done the gambit. You've come the whole way, and now you're able to see the satisfaction and the rewards coming in. So I do believe that you're going to be content. You're going to find harmony at your place of work. If there's been some issues with stress and concerns there, whether it has to do with the workload, the hours, the benefits, trying to make that contract, that sale, whatever the case is, or even having had difficulty with, the powers that be at work, they're going to get resolved. And this is where you're going to find your happiness, and you're going to find your security again. I think you're going to be at peace. You're going to find security at your place of work, and you're going to have enough resources now to be comfortable and happy with. That's great. Now, coming in, where these resources can come from. Well, I believe these resources are going to come from careful planning. Things are moving slowly at a slow pace right now. We've talked about how our world is at this moment. Nothing's moving quickly. There's lockdowns, there's semi-lockdowns, there's restrictions. There's all kinds of craziness going on out there still that we have to be mindful of. And we want everything done yesterday. So I still think you're kind of hanging in limbo. But while you're there, you're doing careful planning. And that's how, where your new resources are going to come from. Planning your next stage, your next move, your next project, your next, job project that you need to do. I do believe that, while you're doing this planning, you're going to come off the ground, hitting it running, and you're going to be able to go towards those goals and meet those. Okay. So if you've got deadlines to meet, if you've got, year end to clean up. If you've got finances, and your accounting that you need to work on, start balancing them now while you're in this mode. Start planning, budgeting what you need to have to move forward, because I do think you're going to find that your finances are going to improve tremendously here as you move through this month. This is great. Now, coming in with opportunities to consider. Now, this would have normally been read totally different, but because it's a finance reading, as I said, I have to read it as that. Often this heart is shown with three swords in it, because it is the three of swords, right? And I do think there could be a third party here that you may be dealing with. Maybe you're bringing in another partner. Maybe there's a third party that is a contributing factor to this. You may have felt some sort of disappointment with somebody. Maybe you wanted somebody to come forward with you, and they're not going to cooperate, and they're not coming forward here. I think you're going to heal through this. You're going to deal with this, and you're going to move forward. The opportunity for you to consider right now is maybe speaking to a third party, getting mediation, getting information. Speak to the powers that be that could assist you with the situation at your place of work or in the financial part of your life. If it has to do with, if it has to do with your career, if it has to do with your money, you might need to bring a mediator in. Maybe you're dealing with a legal issue and you need you need the proper mediator. You need the proper person coming in here to to be able to come in here and help you with a situation. Okay, so I do think that if you do this, a third party's maybe going to come in here and lay the cards on the table and let you see what you've got to lose and what you've got to gain. I think that you're definitely going to deal with this. There may be some disappointments here that are taking a bit of time to get through. So if you're dealing with any part of a legal situation that has to do with on your personal part of your life or even in your work sector, I think that you're going to be bringing in a third party to kind of, come in and help you with this situation. Because I think there's a disappointment here that you're dealing with when it comes to money. But I think, by getting someone else who can come in here and work with you, I think you'll get it sorted out. Now, coming in here, and here you go. It's getting sorted out. How these opportunities are going to benefit you. Definitely, you're going to have reason to celebrate. So I think finances are going to improve as you move through January here because you got a third party in here to help you. Okay, you were dealing with a situation that was disappointing you, but now I think you're going to actually be able to benefit from having someone third party. Maybe you're hiring a lawyer or somebody to come in here that's going to be able to say, hey, okay, let's see what we can do here when it comes to more money. Maybe, it has to do with dealing with somebody here at your place of employment. Maybe you're bringing in a partner that but you're trying to get into your company here and get into your business or work with, okay? But there could be this, again, because this shows me disappointment, I think you're going to finally, at the end of the day, get what you want because you've got the celebration coming in here. Okay, so you could be temporarily going through a situation where you're trying to work with mediation here, where you're trying to work something out. But at the end of the day, you're going to be happy with it. Okay, this is all about celebrating the hard work and effort that you've applied to something here that's going to benefit you financially this month. So this month might involve legal issues. It might involve, having to compromise and do some negotiating here with other people to come out satisfied at the end of the day. Maybe it's mediation with your job and you're going into the, to speak to the powers that be about wanting more money, about maybe getting more power, maybe getting, more responsibility, working your way up that ladder to maybe have more control, to be your own boss, to be head of a situation. You've earned that right. So it might be a bit disappointing. You might not get everything you want, but at the end of the day, I think you're going to be happy. You're going to be celebrating that because how these opportunities are going to benefit you. Okay. Getting help, working with others and going to the top. Going to the top and speaking to people, that don't be too brave or don't be too shy to go in and speak to your boss or speak to your partner about something. You've got to be honest and there may be some negotiating that has to go on here. But I think at the end of the day, both of you are going to compromise and get out what you want from this situation financially. Now, again, celebrating. You might be celebrating something like, working your way up, the corporate ladder here at work, getting those opportunities and doors opening to you where you have the advantage to have more authority at your place of employment, being your own boss, being head of a department, whatever the case is. having those benefits and those rewards coming in for the hard work and effort that you've applied. And you've obviously worked hard on it, thinking about it. Now, I think some of you might even be able to feel as though you're able to move on, buy a new home. You might have the resources to do that now. Now, at the end of the day here, your outcome card is beautiful because it's the Emperor. And the Emperor always speaks about having control over his emotions, his life in general, stepping up, being responsible for his actions. He's organized, he's logical, and he plans everything to the last T. So I think that's what's going on here. You will definitely be in charge of your actions now here. A lot of you might get a promotion. A lot of you might be asked to become a partner where you're going to be either CEO or vice president or a 50-50 partner in something here, which will be great, and it'll be to your advantage. You have that ability to step up here, Aries. You have the education, you have the know-all, you have the ability to step up and go for what you want. And I think you're going to be doing that. You have this ability to step up and be a leader. So some of you may be asked to step up at your place of employment to be a partner or be head of a company or a department or something here. Maybe your name's going to be on the ownership of the company, or you may be stepping out and opening your own, because he is a leader. Sometimes this is about self-employment. So some of you could be contemplating and thinking of doing that as well. Okay, so, recapping this, I think you're going to be perfectly well financed, in your finances, in your career here. Just keep in mind that I think there's going to be some negotiations. There's going to be some clearing of the air here, when it comes to your job and your career. Things are going to be cleared up here in an honest and a precise manner. And you're going to let them know what it is you truly want here at your place of employment where you are right now. And it all comes down to happiness here and planning and celebrating. I mean, at the end of the day, the only card here is there could be some disappointment here, but I'm seeing this more of a legal situation. But at the end of the day, that's just how it's going to benefit you. Okay, is you're going to be able to celebrate, what you fought hard for. Now, let's see what we've got. What do you need to surrender to for your final card here? Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. You might be going out there and you might be offering new ideas to the company or the job that you have, creating new things there that could enhance your income and be an all-over benefit to the company, or to the business, to your place of employment, if you're in that position to do that. Stay creative. Keep your mind open. If you're being offered a new position, go for it. If there's a posting, apply for it. Don't be afraid to do that. Keep your feelers and your eyes open at all times. Some of you might be wanting to go out and do something new, which means opening a passive income on your own. That could be creative. It could be a side gig, a side job, a side income that might be different from what you're doing now, that you can still do, and you're going to be the head of the company. You're going to be your own boss, and it's a secondary income. So this is good. Keep your mind open to new creative ideas. Stay open to that. Well, my beautiful Aries, this is your finance and career reading for January 2022. In my eyes, it looks very good. Stay focused. You have that ability to have it all and to be able to celebrate it all this month. Well, I'll see you soon. Many blessings and much love.